Howdy y'all, this is your host Road. Welcome back to LovettGamez. We're going to be playing a little bit of Dragon Age Origins Ultimate Edition today. Hope you enjoy. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Tell me what you think in the comment section down below. We're going to see what we can get ourselves into today. So we're going to resume our playthrough. In the last episode, we talked to everyone in here. Talked to Sir Bryant. Talked to...
Then shall the Maker return to the Black City in heaven, and then shall the chant of light make it pure.
Reverend Mother and all the people through here, so now we should be able to progress on. Or have the game crash. Alright, let us... You talked to all of these guys. I think we need to go across the water. Yeah. Let's see what's going on over here.
Did you live there in that forest your entire life?
I left it on occasion, but I always return.
I want to go home.
What?
Anna's Refuge, mission.
Is that so strange? It was my home.
But it was just you and your mother there? No one else?
Master Federon runs us
Mother
miners hard.
occasionally
Harder
had
still since Ostagar.
company.
What? Company? Do I even want to ask?
I'm serious.
Anyway, to answer your original...
Come on. See if she has anything to steal. Yes, she does.
Greetings, milady.
Maker's blessing to you.
Did you... Ah, don't mind us.
I want
Just
to go
talk,
home.
that's all.
You might not want to go in. Tavern's full, and those soldiers are being a nuisance.
Why is the tavern full?
Same reason the chantry's full, packed with people who fled their homes. The tavern keeper's letting folks sleep on the floors, but he can only fit so many. And those soldiers are getting restless.
Tell me about the
They're not
soldiers.
here to defend us. They were looking for someone before they started drinking. I hear they almost killed a man because they didn't like his face. I wonder if they're deserters from the King's army.
You seem unhappy.
Is there any reason to be happy? With the King dead, them Darkspawn will overrun Lothering before anyone can organize. You'd think those soldiers could at least run off the bandits. I hear someone gave them what they deserved. Wasn't you, was it?
Yes, that was me.
It was? Hey, everyone! This is the one who drove out those thieving bastards! More will probably come, but it's good to know some justice is left here. Thank you.
I brought my family to Lothering
because I thought
We came here to get away from the fighting.
We're planning on running that mine until the last minute. Federon's orders.
Let's hop on in the refuge.
So you can
Well,
my back.
look what we have here then. I think we've just been blessed.
Uh-oh. Low gains, men. This can't be good.
Didn't we spend all morning asking about an elf by this very description, and everyone said they hadn't seen one?
It seems we were lied to.
Gentlemen, surely there's no need for trouble. These are no doubt simply more poor souls seeking refuge.
They're more than that. Now stay out of our way, sister. You protect these traitors, you'll get the same as them.
It looks like he wants to fight. Happy to oblige.
Right, let's make this quick.
Thing is
You want to make this quick? Okay. You're gonna regret that.
All right, you won. Surrender.
good. They've learned their lesson and we can all stop fighting now.
I don't want them reporting to Loghain. The Grey Wardens that betrayed King Callum Loghain did. Came to butcher us, they deserve no mercy.
I was there. The turn pulled us out of the trap.
You really are blind.
Please wait!
They have surrendered. They were no match for you. Let them be.
Going to kill us.
But they failed, and I do not wish death on anyone.
And give them a final prayer, sister. I do.
apologize for interfering,
from this
but I
quickly.
couldn't just sit by and not help.
And who are you anyhow? Alright, I'm happy to have saved your life.
Save my life. I assure you, I can handle myself.
You must, but putting it into others' business all the time, so I see. So where did sister learn to fight like
I wasn't born in the Chantry, you know. Many of us had more colorful lives before we joined. Let me introduce myself. I am Liliana, one of the lay sisters of the Chantry here in Lothering. Oh, I was.
Road of pleasure.
They said you were a Grey Warden. I'm surprised you're an elf. But elves must want the Blight defeated as much as humans, no? I know after what happened you will need all the help you can get. That's why I'm coming along.
By these men were mistaken. I'm no great warden. Sorry, sister, you're mistaken. I'll need help, that's true.
That and the Maker wants me to go with you.
Right, I believe that's right back away. Maker on my side. Welcome aboard then. Can you elaborate?
Then you believe me? I knew the Maker had sent a true dream. A vision that by serving you, I serve his holy plan.
Perhaps your skull was cracked worse than Mother thought.
Thank you. I appreciate being given this chance. I will not let you down.
Nice. Oh, do I have to, like, choose who's in my party?
Indeed.
I'll put my dog to the side.
Got it.
Hey, now we can open chests.
All right, all right. Now's better than later.
Look, refugee boy.
I don't like this place.
Allow me.
Why did we come
I
here?
could do that for you.
Yeah.
I'll have no fighting in my kitchen. Out with you.
They'll already killed him anyway, so not much to do in your kitchen.
As I live and breathe, you're the Grey Warden everyone's been talking about.
There's something I could do for you.
I represent the Blackstone Irregulars. We're a mercenary company that fell on hard times after the war with Orlais. I'm sure you know that times are getting worse every day. With your help, the Irregulars could be of use to Ferelden once more.
How can I be of service?
Our leaders thought you might be willing to help. Each of our posts in Ferelden will contain letters addressed to you. Unlike most who work with us, you're getting letters straight from Raelnor and Tauran, our leaders. I hope this tells you how highly the Irregulars regard the Grey Wardens.
I'll take a look.
Thank you. When you've completed a mission, just return to me or any of our members stationed at an Irregulars post. We'll make sure your efforts are rewarded. Maker's blessings light your path.
Sweet. My friend, there are a number of people who have pledged to the aid to the Blackstone Irregulars in times of need. Those times are now. Here you'll find 3 letters of conscription. Deliver them to people listed below. Return to the Irregulars for payment. Should any of these people refuse, do what you must to get the honor of their oaths. Darrell, Garrison, Redcliffe, Patter, Gritch, Lothering, Beryl, Byrne, Doffer. Accept. Dereliction of duty. Whoa. Whoa, okay, this is a long one. My friend, the Irregulars require a trusted agent to track down and deal with deserters. Do this and you'll be rewarded. These deserters took with them valuable supplies, crucial to the Irregulars' future as a supplier of martial services. Deal with these wastes of space as you see fit and bring supplies back as proof the problem has been dealt with. We'll ask no questions as to your methods or other final conditions of the deserters. Use your own discretion. You'll likely find them in the following location: Samuel at Lake Calheed, Layson at Dedenram, Toros at Frostback Mountain. Your friend Toran. We got some traveling to do.
I am trying to listen to the bards.
As if we needed more
I'm
fighting
trying
here.
to listen to the
Don't you
bards
see how
sing.
scared
Speak
everyone is?
another.
As if we needed more fighting here. Don't you see how scared everyone is?
please, I must continue
I
playing.
just play
else
what the
I earn no
innkeep
credit
asks.
tonight.
We need his coin to travel north.
I don't want any trouble,
those
please.
bastard bandits.
Don't Darkspawn killed the king.
My wife and my
Soldiers
death.
were cold lothering.
I heard what you did with the other merchant. Got what he deserved. Because I still don't have food to sell.
Show me what you got. Any no well-paying work in law. Show me what you got first. So you got recipe. Wait. I mean, some of these are not bad. Honestly, we got a bunch of stuff we need to sell. Greater health, lesser health. Get rid of lesser. I need to see what she uses. You use a sword and board. You use a dagger, actually. Are these better than what you already have? Yes. Do you use a shield? You can use a shield. Your ring.
You're here about food. Take it up with that bleeding runt by the chantry. I got other gear to sell.
No well-paying work.
Check the chanter's board by the chantry. There's good jobs there. I don't suppose you know anything about poison.
Maker's blood, why do you need poison? Poison? I have dabbed in such things.
I figured if I kept asking, I'd find someone. I'd pay good coin for some simple poison. Something to slow them beasties down or make them think twice.
See what I can do.
Thanks. I might have some ingredients in stock. Don't really know what you need.
Tell me what you got. Well, it depends on what kind of poison you want. You actually have not said. A shiny gold ring. Kind of want that. You get rid of all of that and quite a bit more. So that's not needed. That's not needed. Poisonous proposition. Whoa.
Any luck with that poison? Or you here to see my stock?
I'm still looking for ingredients. Show me what you got.
Oh, sad to hear it. I'd look in the woods, the town, and maybe even look through my stock. There should be enough around to make some. Even if it's just rat poison, I'll take it.
Farewell.
Any luck with that poison? Or you here to see my stock?
What you got? Buy back, crafting. Crafting? Full flask. How do I give you the poison? I just made some. Made death root extract. You need toxin extract. Death root.
Any luck with that poison? Or you here to see my stock?
Tell me what you got. Don't care about the accessories. Born of the Dead Gods. Oh, that's why, because I'm not clicked on the right character.
Any luck with that poison? Or you here to see my stock?
I made that poison as the wrong character. Still used what I had though. That sucks. Acidic coating. Alright, well, whatever.
You're gonna make more trouble? We've about all we can stand in Lothering now.
Sorry about the mess. I'm not here to make trouble.
Well, those boys were trouble themselves, to tell the truth.
Right then, name's Denial. Sorry I can't chat much. As you see, we've a full house.
I don't suppose you have any rooms.
Look around. People are sleeping on the floors and in the attic. That's how many rooms I don't have.
You heard of any rumors?
I hear news from Dinnerham that Tyrn Loghain has been declared the new regent. It makes sense, his daughter being the queen. Anything else I can get you?
Who are those men I fought exactly?
When Tyrn Loghain marched by, he left those fellas behind to look for Grey Wardens. I suppose that's you.
Keep that to yourself.
I have no qualm with you, whatever the Tyrn says. My grandfather served. Your secret's safe with me. What can I get you then?
I'll be gone.
Godspeed your way.
I mean, he honestly seems like a good dude. And we just stole from him, so... Gonna end up stealing from this dude before we head out. Yeah, we just got some money from him.
Now's better than later.
Alright, let us see what's going on over here. Yeah, Allison. First, let's steal from her.
Hello, stranger. I don't suppose you know anyone that can make traps?
I'm quite familiar with traps and the like.
I would happily pay you to make some. There's wood and nails and other goods around the village and the forest. But you probably already know that. Sorry. Come back if you make some.
Traps are a girl's best friend. Okay.
Did you make any traps?
Did I scare you or something?
All strangers do. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. You seem nice.
Still working on the
Whenever you
traps.
get around to it, I appreciate it.
Definitely seems a bit odd. Kind of trap. What do I need to do? Just a trap trigger?
Did you make any traps?
Very well.
Thank you.
There must be... Lathering. Traps are girl's best friend. Often has heard Berlin is setting traps around his land to protect himself from Darkspawn. He wants to protect her and wants to protect herself. Alright. Make 3 spring traps. Oh well, I just wasted whatever I had. Create.
Did you make any traps?
I have the traps for
Oh,
you.
what a relief. Thank you, stranger.
Sweet.
As if we needed more fighting here. Don't
So
you
tell
see
me
how
something,
scared
Morrigan.
everyone
Did you
is?
live there in that forest your entire life?
I
I
brought my
left it on
family to
occasion, but I
Lothering
always
Brothers, I
returned.
lost the girl.
Why? Is that
Hope
so
we're not
strange?
next.
It was my home.
But it was just you and your mother there. No one else.
Mother occasionally had company.
What? Company? Do I even want to ask?
No, you really don't.
You don't want to know.
Please, we came here to get away
I don't like
from
this
the-
place. Why did we come here?
I brought my family
We
to
were
Lothering
lucky.
because
We
I
had the
thought it
coin
would
to
be
pay the
safe.
toll to those bandits.
Leather
Many
boots. And Elder Miriam. Before,
Can I get you a
still
ladder so you
stole
can
some
get
money.
off my back?
You got a bed for the night. You taken care of.
What's going on here?
Ever since good King Kalen passed, refugees and soldiers have been passing through. I'm the elder here, and I've my hands full making sure refugees don't turn to petty theft, or worse. Sir Bryant at the Chantry is seeing to matters of defence and such. He'd have more of an ear for your type.
Well, that's
Too
kind of
much
weird.
to do, and not enough time.
Do you need any
Don't
help?
suppose you know anything of tonics, medicines, or herbs.
You know a bit about
Then you may
herbalism.
be able to do us a lot of good. All manner of travellers come through, many injured or sick. We do our best, but we're out of supplies. There's medicinal herbs in the woods to the north. If you make a few poultices, I'll scrape together some sort of payment. I'll write all you need to know in this note here.
More than just plants. So, weed out bandits. Create a poison. 3 flasks of venom should do the trick. And, Elder Maria, your skill at herbs, craft lesser health pulses for the injured refugees.
Have any luck finding herbs in the woods?
Didn't need them. Here you go.
This will help many people. You're a good sort, you know.
Sweet.
How dare you accuse me of thievery? I saw you take the supplies from my car.
Let us see.
You marsh folk are all thieves and liars.
Enough! People here are already desperate and frightened. They don't need you to...
We are going to save because I have a feeling we are about to go into a battle.
No protection here either. My food.
I said
We fought the
enough!
Darkspawn in the wilds, but we never had a chance.
No. Not from any of you guys, no. But interesting. They were literally all just fighting about food.
That marshman stole from me. I know it.
Shokke Basitisra. Ma, you aren't one of my captors.
I have nothing to say that would amuse you, elf. Leave me in peace.
You're a prisoner. Who put you here?
I'm in a cage, am I not? I've been placed here by the Chantry.
The revered mother said he slaughtered an entire family, even the children.
It is, as she says. I am Sten of the Beresad, the vanguard of the Kunari peoples.
I'm Road. Pleased to meet you.
You mock me. Or you show manners I have not come to expect in your lands. Though it matters little now, I will die soon enough.
This is a proud and powerful creature, trapped as prey for the Darkspawn. If you cannot see a use for him, I suggest releasing him for mercy's sake alone.
Mercy? I wouldn't have expected that from you.
I would also suggest that Alistair take his place in the cage.
Yes, that's what I would have expected.
I suggest you leave me to my fate.
Find myself in need of some skill and help. What did you do to end up here? I could give you some food and water.
No doubt. What help do you seek?
I was sworn to defend the land against the Blight. What do you care as long as you're free? None of your concerns.
The Blight? Are you a Grey Warden, then?
Yes, I am.
Surprising. My people have heard legends of the Grey Warden's strength and skill. Though I suppose not every legend is true.
Would the revered mother let you free?
Perhaps if you told her the Grey Wardens need my assistance. It seems as likely to bring my death as waiting here.
I'll leave you for now.
Farewell, then.
To be left here to starve? Or to be taken by the Darkspawn? No one deserves that. Not even a murderer.
Wait. See if we can save him. Seems like a good, trustworthy guy. You're the Elder, right?
Thanks for the poultices. They may save some lives.
Where was... Oh, it's over here. Like, where was that area with the revered mother?
They say
No, that's
the
not the
mother
right
is
one.
Flemeth,
Agree to speak to revered mother.
a witch of the Kukari Wilds.
They also say that washing your feet in winter makes you catch cold in the head, but we all know that is not true. But sometimes they are right.
I mean... Who knows? Save it just in case. I had issues with this game on my desktop. It likes to crash going in and out of buildings.
Good day, Sister Liliana. I'm surprised to see you're still in Lothering.
It is good to see you as well, Your Reverence.
Is there something I can do for you, then?
I want to talk to you about Stern, the Quinary you imprisoned.
It might have been kinder to execute him, but I leave his fate to the Maker. Why does he interest you?
Is there any way I can convince you to release him?
Then his next victims might count you and me as their murderers.
Persuade. I've come to return him to his people, and today I think you should reconsider the stance. I think you might release him into my custody.
And what do you say on this, Liliana? You know your friend better than I.
These are unusual times, Your Reverence. With us, the Kunari might do some good. I am sure of it, in fact.
Were things not so desperate? Very well, I trust you. Take these keys to his cage and make her watch over you.
Thank you, Your Reverence. Your trust is not misplaced.
Nice. So we may get a whole nother party member out of this. We could still only have 4 at a time. I mean, Alistair, you're the short one on the stick. He's a little too goody two-shoes for how I've been playing the game so far. Normally I play the good holy character, but I thoroughly enjoyed playing an evil... Well, I wouldn't even necessarily say evil. A straightforward elf.
You are very beautiful, Morrigan.
Tell me something I do not know.
But you are always dressed in such rags. It suits you, I suppose. A little tear here, a little rip there to show some skin. I understand.
You understand I lived in a forest, I hope?
Maybe we could get you...
You wish something more of me?
They're like hitting on each other. I have the keys to open your cage.
I confess, I did not think the priestess would part with it.
Does it matter? You can be free. She agreed to release you to my custody.
So be it. Set me free and I will follow you against the Blight.
Very well, I'll let you out. How can you help us exactly?
And so it is done. I will follow you into battle. In doing so, I shall find my atonement.
I guess that'll do, and what if I don't lead you into atonement? If you annoy me, I decide to kill you. Thank you, Stern. Glad to have you with us.
May we proceed? I am eager to be elsewhere.
He seems nice, and he... So he's a warrior. You're a warrior. For now, I'll keep with Alistair. But Finn seems nice. Like, our party keeps growing. I know... Oh, hey, some bandits just to the north. We'll explore, we'll kill. Refugee.
We done heard what was said. You're a warden. I don't know if you killed King Kalen, and make her forgive me, I don't care. But that bounty on your head could feed a lot of hungry bellies. Attack!
You really want to do this? Because... I'm a magic user. Your funeral. I don't want to stay near that. Come after me and my party. Your body will end up feeding the people of the town now. Oh, we're too close, back up.
Now's better than later.
I mean, there was no need for that battle, but they wanted to... What are we... Oh. So we've got a huge group of bandits.
Can I get you a so you can get off my back?
Mercenaries.
Your time to die!
Got it.
Don't walk straight into it.
Have at you! We are victorious again.
I mean, that was a pretty big group of bandits we just took out. Some elf roots.
All right, all right.
Where? Oh, they're up here.
Away with you, foul creatures! Leave us alone!
There's light.
I'll try to be fast.
Mighty timely arrival there, my friend. I'm much obliged.
You're welcome. Just how obliged exactly? Oh, no, you're welcome.
Name's Bodon Feddick, merchant and entrepreneur. This here is my son, Sandal. Say hello, my boy.
Hello.
Road's been mighty dangerous these days. Mind if I ask what brings you out here? Perhaps we're going the same way.
I doubt you want to travel with the Grey Warden. Bit complicated, but you're welcome to come along.
Complicated? Somehow I imagine that only says half of it. Thank you for the offer. There may be more excitement on your path than is good for my boy and me. Allow me to bid you farewell and good fortune.
Goodbye.
Now then, let's get this mess cleaned up, shall we?
They all pulled out their weapons together.
Hello.
We'll be off as soon as this mess is cleaned up.
Now's better than later.
Thank you kindly for all your assistance.
I'll get on it.
Thank you
All
for
right.
what I just stole off you. I don't know if your boy has anything. He seems nice. What is this? Open world? I don't want to go to the open world just yet. Exploring the area, cleaning out bandits, cleaning out evil refugees. Forgot that I had unlocked chain lightning. Yeah, Ranger's best friend is a mage. Wow, that bandit leader had a lot of stuff on him. Whenever this wants to go away. Come on. Stack. So she's like a member of the church and she's a thief. Alistair's ready to level up. So we're doing good, and how this game is very prone to crashing. We're going to go ahead and save.
I am prey for no creature.
What in the world? Oh, spiders. Spiders. Alright, somebody do something.
All right.
Way to go after spiders. Fireball. Is that your party? Look, your party is a fireball. I mean, we don't have to worry about the bugs or the bandits.
Can I get you a ladder?
I think we got
so
all
you can
the
get off
toxic
my back?
stuff we needed too. So we should be able to make the poison.
All right.
Is there anything into the spider hole? No. Spider-Man? I think we cleared out everything over here. Just the time to go back to the village. and finish out the last few quests we had over there. Right. Yeah, everything out here is dead. Enters board. No. Sure. We needed 3 flasks of venom. Gills? One, 2. I believe that was 3. That's the merchant back here.
Did you see?
Any luck with that poison? Or you here to see my stock?
I have what you asked for.
Splendid! If those beasties come on my land, I hope it teaches them a lesson. Yeah, enough gold to cover any of your expenses and then some, eh?
You gave me silver and no gold.
Because I still don't have food to sell.
Tell me what you got. Sell. Yeah, sell. We need to sell a bunch of crap. Lesser injury kit. Without root. Last fill. Murky green potion requires potion making. Acid requires potion making. I don't need any right now. Acidic coating. Death roots. Oh yeah, we got a bunch of equipment. Need to see if anyone has. No. Any upgrades? I doubt they will. Blister. This does way more damage. But it is two-handed. For this dagger, exactly what you already have. What about this? Thickened helmet. Gives higher mental chained, much higher armor. Leather boots. Heavy chainmail boots. Heavy chainmail. I can make you sword and board. You may actually live longer. Give you an iron ring. Weapons. I don't need any of that. Happy you. You definitely could use some Reese's. Those are just regular leather. Entry robe. You want a shield. Templar Ash. Defense 3, defense 4. And a weapon. You use a dagger. Better dagger than that one. But I think you're honestly allies game bonus. Yeah, I think you're good how you are. I can smell a bunch of crap. See what you got, buddy. Can I sell all of those? Sell all of those. Constitution, cold resistance. Can I? Crafting. You sell flasks. Lifestone. Nice. Alright. So good there. Journal. Chantry board. You killed all the bandits in the group. I need
Maker's blessings upon you, Warden. Maker's blessings upon you, Warden.
Came across the Chantry's board lathering in charge of the board. Carpenter Devons is in charge of the board filled with it. Build 3 bandit groups north. Report back to the chanter for the reward. So, you gotta figure out where the chanter is. Just making sure we have done everything in this area because we're about to go out to the open world to figure out where we're going to go from there. If I see anything over here, probably inside the religious place.
Why do you always go on about how stupid I am? I'm not
He's right here.
stupid, am I?
The path of righteousness is full of hardship, but the Maker smiles upon its travelers.
Sweet, we've unlocked Pilgrim. And I believe you've been rewarded from the chanter removing all 3. Is it complete? Do I need to do anything?
And Andraste came unto them, saying, though
Can I
the
get
day
you a letter so you can get off my back?
When bears attack, on behalf of Theft the Farmer and his departed son, I inscribe this missive. As the Maker is my witness, I charge all those with the knowledge of arms and armor to brave the dangers of the northern wood, to find the family of bears that mauled and killed the boy. In it, they are the abomination in the Maker's sight, and their hides would prove great comfort to the northern farms and souls to the family. The charter of loathing, I do pledge some of one sovereign. Carries out the Maker's will, yet we'll take it. A last keepsake. And thanks to all the villagers who opted with their barns and crafts, the refugees in these dark times, the Chantry regularly bears the praise of your visitors, and virtuous deeds are mentioned in prayers. Sadly, there's a lone boy in the village whose mother's good wife, Sarah, is missing. As she has been missing for the better part of a week as of this writing, she is presumed dead. May the Maker bless her passing. She is a lady in the middle of years with red hair and fawn green cloak. If any travelers or residents come across her in the wild, please return her body to the effects of her remains in later years. The boy will be thankful for such keepsakes. Remember his brave mother. The office of Chantry will compensate the kindness with the sum of 50 silvers. Alright. So, just go north, I'm assuming. Corpse and the Chantry board.
great, the mountain high, have faith. for the Maker listens and smiles.
Here we go. I mean, we already cleared out the bandits, so... Hey, some more elf... The elf root? Yeah, elf root. Funny that the dogs have the mana potion. Don't go too close to that. You will very much regret that. I wouldn't want to go close to that.
Now's better than later.
Found the body of the boy's mother and recovered her keepsake. Honestly, if she wasn't too badly damaged, we may be able to actually bring her back to life or heal her or something. It says there's a black bear, but I don't see the black bear. Am I not in the right area? Maybe it's where the spider's cave was at earlier. Song of Valor. Oh, mini black bears. I mean, that sucked. But we took him out. Alright, back to the village. First some more elf root. That is why this game is glitchy. Fun though. Makes me want to save. We got the first one done for him, which was Pilgrim. What do we get now?
The path of righteousness is full of hardship, but the Maker smiles upon its travelers. And the stars stood still, the winds did quiet, and all animals of earth and air held their breath. All was silent in prayer and thanks.
Let's complete it. Did that finish
For a
both of them?
foundation built of stone, marble, or any precious metal is worthless if faith in the Maker is absent.
Nothing else here. Do I actually have to go all the way up there to leave? I think I do. Yeah. Alright, well, let's see where the world takes us. We've helped everyone here. No more missions here. We even helped some dwarfs over here. Level 7, level 7, and we all level 7. Off we go. Yes, We have gathered our party and are venturing forth.
Bad dreams, huh?
Seems so real. Must have been some I ate.
Well, it is real. Sort of. You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight.
The Archdemon, is that the dragon? Why didn't Deacon tell everyone that? Are these dreams going to happen a lot?
I don't know if it's really a dragon, but it sure looks like one. But yes, that's the Archdemon. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me, too.
Not Brian. Any other surprises I should know about? You could have told me earlier. Thank you, Alistair. I appreciate it.
Other than dying young and the whole defeat the Blight alone thing, no. I'm all tapped out for surprises. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
Why is everything glitching severely?
Yes?
I think you should go. I'd like to talk.
Well, here I am.
This vision of yours. Those life in the Chantry... Oh, vision of
I
yours.
knew this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell. And the darkness drew me in.
It's just a dream. Why say it's a vision? You dreamed of the Blight.
I suppose I did. That was what the darkness was, no? When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rose bush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was, a single beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith.
It's just wishful thinking, and this made you want to help me. Did you hear voices? I don't need your Maker interfering. No.
In my dream, I fell. Or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the Blight. I know that we can do it. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the Blight devours everything?
Why is the Maker's punishment? Will you defy him? The Chantry says the Maker has left us. I suppose I couldn't sit by either.
That is why you're a Grey Warden. Come, there's a Blight to stop.
So she's pretty cool.
Yes?
Like to talk?
Well, here I am.
What would someone like you be doing? The Chantry?
Quiet.
Twist here.
It was a life suited for contemplation. In the cloister, away from the fuss and the flurry of the cities, I found peace. And in that stillness, I could hear the Maker. But it was not perfect. Some of my Chantry fellows were condescending. That is the nature of religious folk, I suppose.
Studying how so? They tend to be self-righteous. That's why I'm not particularly fond of them.
When I talked about my beliefs, that the Maker reveals himself in the beauty of his world, they treated me with disdain. They want to believe that he's gone, so that when he turns his gaze on them, it means they are special, chosen. He cannot possibly have love for all, The sick and the weary, the beggars and the fools.
What do you say to them? I really don't want Maker looking at me anyways. For your ideas of the Chantry, but you must earn the Maker's blessing.
Thank you. Maybe I am wrong. But it is the Maker's place to decide if I am worthy, not men. Not the Chantry. But there is work to be done. And I have talked enough for now. Yes? Well, here I am.
What would somebody like you be doing in the Chantry?
What is meant by someone like me?
You don't seem like you belong. You know, a beautiful, charming woman like yourself. That is sagnacious, preachy like all Chantry zealots.
And there were no beautiful, charming women in the cloisters, you think? You would be wrong. There were many lovely young initiates in the Lothering cloister. All of them chaste and virtuous. It added to their mystique. Because then, they were forbidden. And forbidden fruit is the sweeter, no?
So, can we go back to Lothering now? What about your fruit? Is it forbidden?
My fruit? I can't believe I'm having this conversation. But no, I did not take vows. The Chantry provides succor and safe harbor to all who seek it. I chose to stay and become affirmed.
Did you do before that affirmed? Why were you seeking safe harbor? Were your skills learned before your time in the Chantry? Affirmed. What
We
is
affirm our belief in the Maker, in Andraste and the chant, but other than that, there are no vows taken.
So your skills were learned before?
I was a traveling minstrel in Orlais. Tales and songs were my life. I performed, and they rewarded me with applause and coin. And my skill in battle? Well, you pick up different skills when you travel, yes? Yes, of course. Let's move on.
He has a very interesting
Yes?
backstory, and I want to know it more.
Well, here I am.
You're a traveling minstrel. Do you have any tales to share?
Of course I do. I love stories far too much to keep them to myself. Everyone should be able to benefit from them, I think.
Do you know of any Freeland legends? There's another story I wanted to hear. Know of any stories of Olorus? Tell me about the Darkspawn.
Chantry lore says it is man's pride that created the Darkspawn. In ages past, the mages of the Tevinder Imperium ruled much of the world we know. In their pride, they thought their magics invincible and imagined that they were greater than the Maker himself. So thinking, they invaded his golden city, planning to take it for themselves and depose their own creator. But they were impure and full of sin. And it is with the sin that they tainted the golden city, corrupting it forever. The Maker cursed them and cast them from his sight. Wherever they went, they spread the taint of their sin. Any land that was touched by the taint became blighted and would suffer no life. Instead, the Darkspawn arose to torment us and remind us of our hubris. Of course, Orlesians enjoy telling stories. I shall tell you my favorite tale of Aveline, the Knight of Orlais.
Sounds interesting.
A long time ago, a girl child was born to a farmer. He had hoped for a son, not a daughter, and so he told his wife to abandon the child in the woods. Before the cold could claim her, the baby was found by a tribe of Dalish elves who took pity on the poor mewling thing and raised her as their own. Aveline, for that is what they called her, grew strong and quick and clever under the guidance of the elves. She learned to wield the sword as well as any man, could kill a deer with an arrow at 100 paces, and was as graceful on the back of a horse as she was on foot. Aveline's Dalish guardians saw that she could easily best any Orlesian chevalier in battle, and wanted to show the cruel humans the child they had left to die. They bestowed upon her a fine horse and armor, and sent her to prove herself to her people in the grand tourney. Now in those days, no woman was allowed to take up arms, let alone compete in the grand tourney, but Aveline kept her helmet on, and was not discovered.
You win the tourney, go on.
Aveline won many events, and gained the approval of the adoring crowd. Eventually, she came face to face with the knight Kaleva in the grand melee. Aveline had already bested him in the joust, and Kaleva was determined not to lose a second time. Out of desperation to regain his honor, Kaleva tripped Aveline and tossed her to the ground, ripping off her helmet as he did so. Silence fell upon the arena as Aveline was revealed. Kaleva declared the previous competitions invalid. A woman had taken part, and this was not allowed. But the crowd cheered for Aveline. Kaleva was furious, for he had lost to a woman and was now being shamed. Blinded by his rage, he forced Aveline to her knees. "Know your place, woman," cried he, and slit her throat.
Perhaps we could continue, that's terrible.
The son of the king, Prince Freyan, was present. He recognized Aveline's skill and bravery and began to see the injustice done to the women in his land. When he was made king, he rewrote the laws of Orlais so that women could also become chevalier. He honored Aveline and knighted her after her death. And to this day, any female who is knighted reveres Aveline the Brave, for she is the patron of all women chevalier.
Any of the foreign legends?
I know one, told to me by my mother a long time ago. It always chilled me to the bone. Maybe you have heard of Flemeth?
Flemeth, Morgana's mother was also from.
Are you sure? Was she the Flemeth of legend? Flemeth, the devourer of men? Flemeth, mother of witches? Flemeth, demon-touched, who dwells in the mists?
She looked like Per. Yeah, they probably just had the same name. What does it matter?
Ferelden mothers scare their daughters with talk of Flemeth. They say that if you're bad, Flemeth will spirit you away and bind you to her forever. They also say that Flemeth mourns her lost beauty and will steal yours through your looking glass if she catches you.
Flemeth was once beautiful. Tell me the whole story.
Flemeth's beauty was known throughout the land. She had hair like unto a moonless night, skin as pale as winter's first snow, and eyes as beautiful and perilous as the sea. When she came of age, she came to the attention of the Lord of Highever, Conobar, and he took her for his wife. Conobar soon learned that his young bride had the gift of magic. He kept this a secret, for he feared that she would be taken from him. Flemeth stayed with Conobar for some years, and with his blessing, she practiced her art. And then one day, a young poet named Osen came to the castle. Flemeth was captivated by Osen's voice, and he by her beauty, and they fell in love.
Ew, the plot thickens.
Flemeth longed to be with her true love, and she and Osen fled from Conobar's lands, seeking refuge in the Kokari wilds with the Chasing tribes. They lived there happily for many a year, till the day Flemeth received news that Conobar was dying and longed to see her face one last time. Flemeth's heart swelled with pity for the man who once was her husband, and begged Osen to return to Conobar's side with her. But when Flemeth and Osen entered Highever, they were captured by Conobar's men, and Osen was slain in front of Flemeth's eyes. Flemeth was imprisoned in the highest tower of the castle, there to await Conobar's judgment on her. Distraught at the loss of her love, Flemeth plotted revenge against her husband. She summoned a fey demon, intending for it to wreak vengeance on Conobar. But a spell went awry. The demon possessed Flemeth. Turning her into an abomination, the halls of the castle ran red with blood as Flemeth slaughtered Conobar and all his men. The last of Flemeth's humanity melted away, and at dawn, she stole back to the wilds to plot and scheme for 100 years. They say she took to her side many Chasing men, and with their help, begat her daughter witches, who even now prowl the dark places of the Kokari wilds.
Tell me about the Darkspawn. Tell me about Aveline again. Another story I wanted to hear.
Which one?
The Dalish, the Andraste.
I have heard a little about how the elves gained their freedom from the Tevinter Imperium. When Andraste began her exalted march against the Imperium, the elves joined her cause to fight their masters. The great elven leader, Shatan, born in captivity, rose up to lead his people. He foresaw a future where the elves were free. Shatan was killed when Andraste was betrayed, but the elves continued to fight, eventually breaking free of the Imperium. The elves claimed the Dales in the south and settled there in a land of their own.
It didn't last.
The elves lived in the Dales for centuries. They resurrected the worship of the elven gods and would allow the building of no chantry. This angered the chantry, and the hostility between the two factions finally broke out in open war. The chantry says the elves struck first, but I do not know whether to believe it. The chantry declared a wholly exalted march against the elves, named for Andraste's similar march against Tevinter. During the exalted march of the Dales, the elven cities were sacked, and the elven state completely dissolved. Some of the elves bitterly accepted their fates and surrendered to human rule, living in the human cities as second-class citizens. But others, still fiercely proud of their heritage, refused to bow to the humans, and instead became homeless wanderers. They were the elves of the Dales, the Dalish.
What do you know about the Andraste?
Andraste was the Maker's chosen. The Maker had long since abandoned the world when the sound of her singing turned his ear. Beauty, grace, and wisdom enraptured him, and he offered to take her from this flawed world to become his divine bride. But Andraste had an earthly husband and would not forsake him. Instead, she beseeched the Maker to return to his people once more. So earnest was her plea that the Maker was moved, and promised that he would create a paradise on earth if all abandoned their false gods and turned once more to him. And this is why Andraste began her exalted march on the idolaters of the Tevinter Imperium. The Maker granted her his powers with which to smite her enemies. Andraste brought the Imperium to its knees, and her victories converted many to the worship of the Maker.
How did Andraste die? Tell me about Sheraton again.
Alas, it was the frailties of men that betrayed and killed Andraste. Her earthly husband, Mafarath, a chieftain of the Alamari tribes himself, grew jealous as his wife's popularity and influence overshadowed his own. She was also revered as the Maker's betrothed, and Mafarath began to see their own bond waning in significance as Andraste became ever more devoted to the Maker. Out of envy and spite, Mafarath made a pact with the Archon Hysarian of Tevinter, allowing his beloved Andraste to be ambushed and captured. Andraste was burned at the stake in Minrathous, the capital of Tevinter.
So, do we ever have a shot? Why does the Maker not taper with his power?
The Tevinter Chantry claims that in Andraste's last moments, Hysarian's heart softened, and he heard the voice of the Maker telling him to end her suffering. He plunged his sword into her heart, and as her blood washed over his hands, he became one of the faithful. Dissenters said that the Archon only converted because he could not stem the tide of Andraste's cult, and was forced to do so to stay in power. We will never know for sure.
Let's move on. She had way more backstory than I thought. She is very interesting. And I mean, heck, we've got people to talk to all the way throughout. I think we're going to go ahead and call it an episode there. Thank you for tuning in. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. Know what you think in the comment section down below. We'll see what we get ourselves into on the next episode. Be a wonderful day. Peace and God bless.